as we were saying, with high purchases, we are dealing with short-term loans. And then one thing that we need to remember about our high purchases is that they're not going to say it, but when yes. They're not going to tell you which you're going to use simple interest, but we use simple interest. It's like you see the questions that we were doing before. They will say it's 22% annum simple interest. They will tell you use simple interest or use compound interest. With this one, once they use the word high purchase, it means which they're already telling you which is a what is that? The simple interest. Yes. High purchase. No, high purchase serves like a simple interest. Yes. So we use short-term loan for household appliances and furniture. And then let's look into this here. How does it work basically? If you look at the following stove, we have this one. Oh, we have two stoves and a gas pan. And then let's take one. Let's take this one. Let's take. We don't have a laptop. Okay, let's check. Do we have a laptop? Okay, so we take this stove, and then if we take the stove and then you want to buy it on high purchase, so how much does it cost for the stove? If you buy the stove today, it's going to cost us 2,000. But we have an option of paying it monthly. If we're going to be doing monthly payments, they say which we're going to do it 153. We're going to pay 153 for 100. How many times for? 6 times. 2 years. Meaning what we're going to do it for 3 years. Yeah. So we have an option of taking it today and pay 2,000, or we are going to take it and then we're going to be paying what? Monthly payments. 5,000. Is what? We're going to be paying close to something like 5,000. Yeah. Then Tina, our job today is going to be simple. We're going to be able to calculate what is going to be accumulated amount, and then what is going to be the monthly payments that we can make. Oh, the other thing that they can do, whenever they can give us the accumulated amount, and then Tina, we just have to calculate what is going to be the principal amount. So let's start with the simplest of them all. To say, if we look at Vanessa here, they say Vanessa buys a laptop which costs 16,000. Now, here's the tricky thing about a high purchase. If you go and say you want this laptop, it costs 16,000. You don't have the 16,000. We understand that. But to show which you are serious, they will say to you, give us a deposit. You know what is a deposit? So a deposit, instead of them borrowing you the whole 16,000, they are going to say, give us a deposit. Most of the time, they usually speak about 10% deposit, 20% deposit. Or sometimes they can tell you, they can be specific, say, you want this laptop, it costs 16,000, give us 6,000. And then we can give you the other one, the other 10,000 as a loan. And then you can pay it monthly. So here they say, she pays a 10% deposit out, and then takes out a 24 months high purchase loan. Keyword, high purchase. You see this thing here is saying which we need to use the simple interest formula. Yes. As soon as we see that word high purchase, they don't have to repeat the simple interest again. And then they say the interest rate is charged on the loan is 22% per annum. Simple interest. We are lucky with it, they also told us here, but sometimes they will just say it's 22% per annum. Calculate her monthly payments and what she will actually pay for the computer. We want to know how much is going to be the monthly payments. If she takes out a loan, not of 16,000, she's not going to take out 16,000. How do we know that? Because she's paying how much? 10% deposit. Now, there is this thing that they are doing. I'm not sure if you've already done it. Through accounting, they say if we are paying 10%, if we are paying 10%, all in all we have 100%. How many percent is remaining that is still owed? 90%. So we'll say to them, we want to know what is going to be 90% of 16,000. So that's the money that we're going to be borrowing. So I'm going to say which we have 16 multiplied by 90%. 90% is 9 all over 100. All over 100. And then the answer that you are going to get here, 14,400. It's going to be 14,400. Now this one starts to be a little bit complicated for learners. Guys, you're not borrowing 16,000. How much are we borrowing? 14,400. How much have we paid towards deposit? How much did we pay towards deposit? It's 10%. So you could have started by saying 10% all over 100 multiplied by 16. It would have given you the money that you have paid. But you know, that's not what we're interested in. We're interested in the money that is remaining. The money that we are going to be owing them. We are owing them 14,400. No? But remember, this thing here is going to be done on a high purchase. They say we're going to do it for 24 months. They didn't say yes, they said 24 months. Our formula that we're using, it doesn't speak about months, it speaks about number of years. So what is it that we have to do? We need to go from the months to the what to the years. And how many years? Is 24 months. So we're going to collect our debt. So what is this? This one, what is it? Is it accumulated or principal? This one is what this one? Is the principal. So we have our principal amount as 14,400. We have our N as 2. How did you get 2? You say 24 divided by what? By 12. You say 24. I'm sure you say whenever you have 24 months. In a year, how many months do you have? You have 12. Then it says it's 1, it's 2. Interest is going to be equaling to 22 divided by 100, which is going to give us 0.22. Are we still good? Next, we're going to calculate what is going to be the accumulated amount. How do you calculate the accumulated amount? You're going to use the formula that says A is equal to P1 plus IN. Not I to the power of NIN, simple interest. High purchase, simple interest. So what are you going to have then? You're going to have A, which is going to be equal to. Now, this is the mistake that Lenas made. Guys, you can't use 16,000. 16,000 is what the computer cost, but that's not what we are borrowing. It's not the accumulated. Wow. So the money that we're going to borrow is 14,400. It's 1 plus 0.22 multiplied by 2. Not 24. That's another mistake that we're going to see. And then you see this mistake that we're going to make, I'm telling you. But we're still going to make them. We don't multiply by 24. We multiply by what? By 2. Because we want our N to go back to years. You type this in your calculator. So you're going to owe how much? 20,736, comma? Nothing. This is what we have. Okay, now as soon as we receive this, they want to know what is going to be our monthly payment. We did a similar question yesterday. You remember? It was not yesterday, it was the day before. Yeah. So if I want to know what is going to, this is the money that you're going to pay after 2 years, which is not practical. They can't give you their stuff and say, we're not, wait for, we're going to pay after 2 years, you pay 20,000. No, it doesn't work that way. So what they're going to say is that pay us each and every month. How do we know the amount that you're going to be paying each and every month? So our monthly is going to be given by the accumulated. It's going to be accumulated divided by number of months. So what is our accumulated in this case? It's 2736 divided by 4. 864 a month. And then for those who have phones, they will tell you sometimes. You will see as we move on, they will tell us which. Let's say you also took an insurance. I'm sure you want to insure this laptop, no? Yeah. Just in case it gets stolen or something like that. Yeah. Then we'll add the money insurance from here. This is not the only amount that you're going to be paying. You'll find which we're also going to add 100 rand for the insurance. Guys, so what is it that, let's recap here. What is it that we should remember? If you are paying a deposit, in fact, with high purchase, most of the time we should look for that. We are going to be paying a deposit. With high purchase, they require us to pay what? A deposit. So you need to know how much are you borrowing. You are not borrowing what the thing costs. You are not going to borrow what that thing costs. You are going to take out the money that you have paid as a deposit, and then whatever is remaining, that's what you are going to be using when you use the simple interest formula. And then after getting the simple interest formula, then you can calculate the monthly payments. As soon as you have the accumulated amount. Now, remember, what is it that I didn't do here? I didn't go and say 14,000 divided by 24 here. That one was not going to give you the monthly payments that you are going to make. It was going to give you the monthly payment excluding our interest. Yes. I'm done here. This is the part that we had. In monthly, we divide by the number of months. So remember, what can happen? We can be given the years as we can be given and as years. I mean, so now we should be able to convert it to months so that we can get the monthly payments. So let's say Vusi, they said, how much is this thing going to be after 5 years? Well, now you should be able to take the 5 years and convert it into months. So that you can, here you divide by the monthly. You're going to divide by the month here. Let's try this one. Activity 6.